What's going on, everybody? It is Seth Insanity. And today, I'm going to do a small little review of what it's like owning a Triumph Daytona 675. For those of you who are just coming to this video, the first time you saw my channel, this is a 2007 Triumph Daytona 675, which I have aptly named Britannia. Britannia is a name that comes from a British god. You know, a lot of people know Greek gods, Roman gods. This is actually a British god named Britannia, and actually Great Britain was named after this goddess. Anyways, it's not what this video is about. It's about the bike. So, to say about the bike, what I gotta say is this bike is fun. First off, absolutely fun. This is not my very first bike. My first bike was a, ooh, look at all this fucking burn. Ooh. Anyway, my very first bike I owned was a Honda CBR 250R 2011. That's a good starter bike. First thing I should say, if you are a brand new rider, honestly, I don't suggest getting a Triumph. I do not suggest that this is your first bike, because this bike even scares me sometimes, you know, and I have been riding a year and a half. I'm not a super experienced rider by any means. Like I said, I've only been riding a year and a half, but I do have enough experience to where I can get on this bike and ride it and, you know, handle it fine. And I know my limits, and I know how to limit myself, you know. But being able to do this, being able to do that as a brand new rider, somebody who doesn't have much experience, no, don't fucking do it. Trust me, man, you're gonna fucking hurt yourself. Just doing that, I know I only hit 110. I honestly, that kind of scared me. Especially with how these roads are here, that shit scared me. I'll do it, I'm fine with it, but I limit myself to how often I do it and when I do it, because I know my limit, you know. But anyways, this bike, really awesome. I didn't look up like any of the specs about it before, so I couldn't tell you anything off the top of my head, but I can list them all on the screen right now. And anyways, this thing, 675 cc's. What's nice about Triumphs is that they don't need to go to the shop very much, knock on wood, they don't need to go on the shop very much. You do most basic maintenance and she'll run fine. Like I said, this is a 2007. She has, I want to say 17,500 miles on her right now. I have, ooh, there's a pothole there. I purchased this bike in March of this year, March 2016, but I've really been riding it full time for about a month. It's about June 20th is when I started riding it full time, due to some little legal things that were happening with it. But yeah, so as you can hear, she is fucking, she roars. She sounds awesome. Sup, son, sup, son. That's exactly why you shouldn't buy this for your first motorcycle. Fuck, man. But I'll tell you what, if you have a little bit of a riding experience, I want to say about a year or more experience, and you're thinking about getting a Triumph Daytona, whether it's the 675R, the new version, the old version, the R, the non-R, they're all, or even the the Street Triple. The Street Triple is 675, the Speed Triple is 1050. If you have a little bit of experience, you know how to control yourself. I definitely, see, I don't even know how to control myself sometimes. Like, I probably shouldn't have gone speeding like that right there, but I still did it anyways, because I don't know how to control myself. But anyways, if you're thinking about getting this bike, I suggest it. If you need somebody to kind of give you that final push, let that be me, to give you that final push. That I do suggest this motorcycle to people who are not new, you know, have a little bit of experience and are thinking about it. But owner review after a month of continuous riding, this bike is fun. I don't see myself needing to get anything bigger than this. You know, a lot of people, they'll stay with a 600 or something, and then they'll go up to 1,000 eventually. Honestly, now mind you, I've only really been riding it full time a month. Owned it about 3 months, about 4 months. I mean, I know I've only had it a little bit amount of time, but I don't see myself going to anything bigger. I don't see why I would need it. This thing has everything I need. She does everything I want her to do when I ask her to do it. So no complaints from me for sure. And yeah. I'm going to watch a movie right now. It seems like the only time I make these moto vlogs is when I'm actually going to watch a movie. It's currently Sunday. I didn't go on a ride or anything today. This is like my ride. I'm going to watch The Shallows, some shark attack movie. I don't know. Some bitch gets bit and then has to make it back to the shoreline or something. I don't know. Something stupid. Anyways, we're going to go watch that. I'm going to buy some new running shoes. I'm going to probably get some Nike Lunar Tempo 2s. Those are some nice looking shoes. I'm going to try them on, see how they feel. I've been running a lot more recently, so figure I should probably get some new shoes. My other ones are kind of like 3 years old and they're kind of running low. But anyways, yeah. I will talk to you guys after I watch the movie, tell you guys what I thought about it, and then we'll fucking talk about whatever else happens. I love y'all. See you in a minute. Anyways, so just got done. I picked up the Nike Lunar Tempo 2s, tried them on. A lot of the sizing, I looked at some reviews and stuff online. A lot of the sizing said to go like a half size up. And honestly, I actually went a half size down. Normally I wear 11.5s, and I actually bought 11s, and they fit me fine. I'm going to try them out and see how they work out. But I saw the movie, The Shallows. It was good. Definitely would suggest you watch it if you're into that kind of thing. It's not really, I wouldn't really call it scary. It was definitely tense. There was definitely some intense moments where you're just like, oh shit, you know. A couple of jump scares, I guess you could say, but it's pretty simple. It's a girl stuck on a fucking island, you know, trying not to get eaten by a shark, basically. I mean, it's pretty simple shit. You know, not too bad of a movie. But, you know, the only thing I have to say about movies like that is that it's like that's the same thing like Jaws, for example. You know, when Jaws came out, people got so scared of sharks, you know, and going to the ocean and having a good time because everybody's so worried about sharks. That's what Jaws did, and that's what movies like that do, and all it does is makes people afraid. I like sharks personally. I think they're fucking cool. They're like some of the coolest creatures out there, and you know, they have my respect. You know, I definitely respect them, but I don't fear them. Now don't get me wrong, I'm not saying I'm gonna go play and swim in shark infested waters. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying though is that going and watching movies like that makes people not want to go swimming in the ocean, you know, makes people afraid. You shouldn't live your life in fear, and that's why I ride that's honestly why I ride a motorcycle, because I don't want to live my life in fear. A lot of people are afraid to ride, especially out here. They're just afraid, you know, and there's nothing to be afraid of. You gotta live your life, you know, and I'm not afraid. But anyways, back to the topic on hand. As I was speaking about before I cut out to go take care of that, I was gonna talk about a little bit more about owner review and if I suggest it. I did say yes, I do suggest this bike if you have a little bit of a experience on a bike. Now, I'm probably going to be titling this, is the Triumph Daytona 675 a good first bike? Plain cut, simple answer, no. No, not a good first bike. Do not get this as your first bike. Why are you so fucking close to me? Fucking Italians, man. No, this is not a good first bike. Do not get this as a first bike. It's too dangerous. Is it a good street bike? Yes. It's a great bike to ride, and you know, if you can handle it for the road, it's an awesome bike. But no, not a good first bike. With that being said, reviews I have, it's very light and nimble. Riding it around, I can move it around like it's nothing, as you can see. And the thing is, with it being 3 cylinders, what's really cool about it is that because it has 3 cylinders, you can find this, you know, most people will say this with any review you watch, is that these bikes, because of 3 cylinders, they offer immediate horsepower at any rev range and any gear. Which actually, that's why a lot of people go to liter bikes, because of that. They can get power at, you know, low revs, high revs, anything. That's why a lot of people go to liter bikes. But honestly, with this bike, I mean, it makes you not need a liter bike, because literally this offers power at any range, which is awesome about it. And I really enjoy this. That's one of the reasons why I really enjoy this bike, because I can get power no matter where I'm at, no matter what rev range. If I'm fucking running high and I need to get more, I just pull the throttle more, and it's pulling me. It's not gonna be like a liter bike where, you know, you do it and it's just like, whoop, it just goes. This, it's like it slowly will go, but it'll still give it to you. So if you're here cruising, you need to get out of a situation, you could, you know, you don't really get it like a liter bike will. A liter bike will fucking pull you right away, like no matter what. So that's why a lot of people do that. This is good enough for me. I just fucking downshift, and it'll give me that torque to go faster, you know. Now, only thing I have to say, and you'll get this with any bike like this, is not just this bike. You're gonna get it with Gixxers, you're gonna get it with Yamahas, anything. They're not good city. They're not good in the city, because what happened is they'll get so hot. They won't overheat. They shouldn't overheat, because you have your coolant and your fan. If they're both, you know, everything's running fine, your bike won't overheat. Depending on situations. If it's like really fucking hot, like Arizona, my bike might overheat because it's so fucking hot there. But here, it gets really hot in the city, but not hot to the point where it's overheating. But yeah, so definitely in the city, I'm sitting at stoplights, stop and go, stop and go, stop and go. You feel it get hot. You know, my temperature gauge will get up to like 5, or not 5, it'll get up to almost full, like basically 1 bar from full, and it'll be really hot. The fan, you'll hear the fan going, my legs will be hot, you know, it'll be hot as fuck. But you know, like I said, you'll get that with any sport bike, really. Pretty much anything above 300 cc's, you'll be getting that. And I say that because I had a 250 and it always stayed cool. It never got hot like that. It always maintained its temperature. Mine is a little bit newer than this, but still, I mean, there's something about it, because of it being like a smaller engine, it just doesn't get as warm. Now because it has a smaller engine, though, you gotta understand, it takes a lot longer for it to warm up, and it cools down really quick. That's one thing I didn't like about my 250, is that it took me forever for it to get warmed up, and it would cool down like really quickly. But anyways, guys, I'm not gonna keep this going too long. I just want to say thank you guys for your support. Tell you guys to keep on watching. Like the video if you like the video. Hit subscribe if you want to see more out of good old Seth Insanity. And this was my review, 1 month, a continuous riding review of the Triumph Daytona 675, otherwise known as Britannia. Anyways, guys, I love y'all. Y'all take it easy, and I will catch y'all in the next video. Peace!